Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video I want to go over several different tips as far as like building features and things you can do around your house to help in Minecraft. So let's get into it. First tip I would say is if you plan on using a lot of windows in your housing build, put most of them on the second floor or above. I think it's a good idea to have some on the base floor so you can kind of see around your house and see like if there's something out there waiting for you. But creepers, when they tend to explode by your house, as they do, they tend to blow up a lot of blocks and glass shatters, and you can't just pick it up and place it like you can cobble deep slate or cobblestone or the like. So yeah, if you want to put a bunch of windows in, I recommend putting them up high enough where the creeper explosion won't get them. Tip number 2 is storage. It's a good idea to have a bunch of storage around because you only have so much inventory space on your person and it fills up pretty fast. So it's a good idea to have a bunch of storage, and then also I like to have it somewhat organized, and like my boxes aren't terribly organized, but like I have one for like tools and weapons, I have one specifically for armor, one specifically for food, redstone and redstone related components. So yeah, I like to organize things. It helps me find them faster. Tip number 3 is to use water elevators. Now you can of course use ladders, build stairs, build yourself some kind of an elevator, but it's relatively simple to use a water elevator, especially if you have multiple like stories, if you're building like a 2 or 3 story building. I've got this one and it runs both outside and inside, so if I want to say get down to the bottom, I can just ride this down, or I can also ride it back up if I need a quick ride to the top of my house. And then I also have it running down in here, so I can just go in between floors like so. And then I've got this one on the other side that only runs outside, but it doesn't take very much in the way of materials to build, just a bucket of water, and if you're running it inside, I like to have the cutout so it can just run straight down, and then whether it's inside or outside, I like to have a few blocks surrounding it so that it doesn't run all over the place. Keep in mind, if it is outside and you tend to stay up late so that monsters spawn, they do tend to hide out in the bottom to keep from dying from the sunlight. The next tip, and you don't really have to do this on your house, that's just where I happen to do it, I put dripstone block on the sides here, on this side and that side, and then below it I have pointed dripstone hanging down, and that allows me to use these as drains. So if say I want to hang out up here and do some more work before I go to bed, but it's dark out there and monsters are spawning, I can say put several things of dirt here, and then I have this convenient water source over here because of my water elevators, and I can just get some water in a bottle, make it into mud, and then the dripstone and the pointed dripstone on the bottom will allow this to drain and become clay, and then I can sell that clay to the stonemason who lives in the village. So it's a good way to farm, I guess, to make some extra money. Another tip is I like to put my bed on the roof or like the second story or above, because if it's on the first floor and there are monsters close to the walls, sometimes it won't let me rest. And then I've also had it before where I died and it sent me back to my original spawn location in the world, which was quite a ways away. So anyway, I have it up here, and aside from the occasional spider, I don't really have much in the way of problems. And the last tip I have for today, I think, is if you have something you're waiting on, whether it be farms or like trees that you've planted, the saplings, and you're waiting for them to grow or work, like for example I've got those lava farms down there, I recommend having them fairly close to your house, because I think if they're too far away they don't work like they're supposed to, or like they do if you're close anyway. And then so anyway, I have various things, lava farms and the like, and actual crops, and from about this distance they seem to work pretty well. I don't know where the cutoff point is as far as distance, but if you want them to progress fairly fast, like for example the saplings growing into full trees, I recommend having them decently close to either your house or where you spend a good chunk of time. Well, I hope that helps you and perhaps gives you some ideas of your own. Thanks for watching, and bye.